Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. My name is Josh. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you're doing all right. Well, today we're talking about Scarlett and Tiania again. Tiania. I guess people are calling her Tiania. Maybe that's what I'll call her. Anyway, they're going to do an update. I found some other videos, and there's a Reddit thread, and there's another TikToker that has compiled a couple of her videos. We're going to go down that path a little bit. She has unblocked me and has messaged me, and I'll tell you all about that. I just want to continue to cover this type of person because I don't think what she's doing is right, and she says some things out loud she probably didn't mean to say out loud. So, let's go. The tattoo is healing nicely, as you can see. So here is where I'm going on in a couple weeks to finish up. That's where the owl is going. And apparently when you get to the elbow, it's the most painful thing in the world. So I ordered some called TKTX numbing cream. And apparently you put like 3 millimeters over the whole thing for like an hour and wrap it, and then you don't feel anything. So I'll let you know how it goes. Because here on this part of the tattoo and all the really dark areas, oh my gosh. It hurts so badly, but I didn't want to stop because I'm a man with tears. I was in pain. It was so painful. I couldn't believe some parts were like relaxing and then the rest was not relaxing. It's the shading when she has like the 4 little needles going. I don't know, you can't really tell, but there's a ton of shading. Just hurts. So I don't know. Anybody has any tips for me, let me know. But this tattoo bomb, this JVR tattoo bomb is so far amazing. So if you guys are getting tattoos and stuff, I would suggest this stuff. I'm not sponsored by them, but it's really good. First, we can head over to the Reddit forum called Scarlett and Tiania, and the picture's hilarious. They've only got about 834 members, so it's funny because this woman has like 6 million things on TikTok. So odd that she doesn't have as many snarkers. Maybe it's just because she's starting to come to people's attention now, like she came to my attention. That video of her berating her child while she's in the mirror, man, she must regret that. She does. She reached out to me. I'll tell you all about that in a minute. But basically, I want you guys to head over to r/Scarlett and Tiania, whatever her name is. I don't even believe that. Honestly, tinfoil hat conspiracy, I don't think that's her real name. I think she has changed her name for reasons. Okay, but if you head over here, there's a lot of posts about what's going on. I usually sort by new. Does anyone remember when Tiania did a house tour and over half the rooms in the house were dedicated to Scarlett and the boys got one small room each? We're going to talk about her boys in a second here because she does a video about why you don't see them. And it's quite, the irony is so delicious how stupid she is for saying the things she says. Someone writes, Tiania, when are you going to get it? After the mirror video, you do not realize all eyes are on you. The video of S in the backseat singing when she stops, it's because she doesn't want to be filmed. You embarrass these poor children. Stop it. That's really you invading her privacy and trust. Essentially, you're laughing and making fun of her, and that's what's wrong, as well as 49ers video. I don't know. There's videos I haven't seen yet, so if you guys on this thread want to send those to me, please do. She blocked me on the football video because I asked her what her son's going to do, what her son's going, and her latest man's daughter. It's weird. So apparently, I think she's like a Jess fan, multiple baby daddies, just living her life, exploiting children because that's all she has, because she's really not anything special. And I said this in the last video. She would not, and I challenge her, maybe I'm wrong, and hopefully I am. I challenge you, Tiania, or whatever the hell your name is, to take your children off of social media for a month. Like I challenge Maya Knight to do the same thing. If you think everybody's here to see you and your silly ass, then take your child off for 1 month. Let me know how it goes. Right? I bet you never would. They won't do it. I have a video here that's really telling on why she won't. Can we talk about the damage being done to her white sons? Oh, she has white sons. Okay. I think Walker is an out-of-control punk, but it all goes back to poor parenting. I mean, maybe don't call him punk, because if you generally do think that it is his mom's fault for raising him that way, then depending on their age, yes, there's some responsibility for them, but it's on the mom. This young white male is trying to subconsciously get his mother's attention. He needs swag and to be down because he knows his mother has a fetish for black men and wants her approval. She claims to be such a great mom. Well, let's see his report card. That's silly. No, you don't. No, we don't. The whole point is we don't want her to exploit her children more, right? Let's see his urine drug analysis, his school discipline record, and no, I mean, come on. Be real. I'm not trying to throw OP under the bus here, but we don't want any of that. That's the whole point of not exploiting children. We don't want her to do that, please. But he doesn't make her money, so he's irrelevant, and we'll see that in a second. She does say something about her kids. I feel like her middle son gets overlooked, almost like he doesn't exist. Curious to know about the police department. I feel bad for all the kids. She's just chasing the next dick. She's chasing dick. Okay, that's right. Anyway, so I just wanted to point this thread out because there's a bunch of stuff here, but I'd like you guys to go over there and start adding to this if you know more about it. Start getting this woman more exposure for the shit that she's doing, and it's bad. So Kid Curry is a person on TikTok who has compiled 4 videos. The first one, which went kind of viral, 6.4 million views on the mirror video, then 1.9 million. This woman's getting 1 million views on just exposing her, and I'm surprised that she's only 6,000 followers. I'm surprised Kid Curry is still on TikTok, because TikTok is having none of that shit. TikTok is the worst platform for people like me and anybody who wants to call people out for their behavior. Okay, if you're a pretty big creator on TikTok, and I call you out, TikTok will remove me. Even if you're doing some bullshit, even if you're exploiting children, even if there are inappropriate videos about children and someone complains about it, TikTok will remove the person who talks about it. TikTok is not long for this world. That's why I love YouTube. YouTube generally protects its creators, especially people like me who call other creators out. Okay, and I think YouTube has done it right. They've got a good formula. And I think more platforms need to follow YouTube and Twitter's kind of free speech thing. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, she's covered that video. The next one this is the one we're talking about with the itching. So this is in front of millions of people, not thousands.
No, for real. Why? What's going on? Why is it itchy?
Why is it itchy? Why is it on camera? She's doing a live, and nothing is off limits to these people during this live. Like, this woman is in a bathrobe. She's not even ready for the day, which is like, what's her day anyway? She doesn't have a job, right? Her job is this. And she's in a bathrobe, and the first thing she does is turn on live and goes live on social media platforms. That's not being a mom. Why don't you get your kid ready for school? Why don't you do some shit? Why don't you go be a mom first? If you are putting your camera on first and going into lives on social medias, while you're talking about your daughter's itchy nether regions, you get no sympathy from me about all. Again, saying that you're a good mom doesn't mean you're a good mom.
Go take a bath. Yeah, go take a bath.
What's the nails? The nails. One day, I'm literally just going to go down on the street. I'm going to go everywhere. And I'm going to show pictures of women's nails. Not like it matters, because I know women are like, it's for me. I get it. Right? Dudes do things because, we are genetically disposed as humans to like attract somebody so we can procreate. Let's look at it on a scientific level for a second, okay? Like, that's literally why men like big hips and buttons and everything else, because you are genetically disposed to finding a woman who's good at birthing. Now, I'm not saying that is like all the time and the world is changing, but I'm saying that's how we got to where we are as a human species, okay? So I'm going to ask as many men as possible, even though I know it's not about the men, and I'm going to show them nails. I'm going to say, do you like these? But I'll say it nicely. Which ones do you prefer? And I'll have like a nice set of manicured, like just beautiful nails. And then these like nasty Trisha Paytas with like, bicycles and staplers and shit hanging off the end. I'm going to ask them which ones they like. And I guarantee you, 99.9% of men think that shit's ridiculous. Mostly because it's like, how do you do anything? Right? How do you wipe your ass? They'd be good for like doing little scritchies on the back. I'll give you that. I'll do that. But I'm just saying. I think it's because men are so practical and we're like, okay, we need to make shit work. And women, maybe not. I don't know.
Where is it? Is it like,
why are you... So I don't understand. You're going to sit here and talk about your daughter's itching front parts, but you're whispering. Like, we can't hear you. Like, what are you doing? Get off the live. If your daughter is talking about itchy parts, take her to the doctor or whatever. Don't put this on a live. Are you crazy? She said vagina. She said it. You're done. Like, you're on a lot. You're there's no redemption after something like this. Do you think Tiana, or do you think Scarlett's going to want this on the internet? Her brothers? Do you think Scarlett's dad wants this on the internet? I don't know anything about that story, so I don't know. But this is on the internet now. Forever. You stupid asshole.
No, for real.
What a flaming pile of garbage she is. Okay, so that was kind of one of the big offending things. Like, apparently there's a football one. I'm sure there's other videos. If people are going to start now, as she's gone viral for the wrong reasons now, you better believe everybody is downloading and scrutinizing every second of every video she's ever posted. She also has a YouTube channel. And what I've found out since is that she's like this affirmation channel where she does Scarlett's hair in different ways because she's got like, you know, because she's got awesome hair and she does these crazy videos and she does affirmations. But that turned into being about Tiania at all times and her doing lives and making money and dry begging on the internet for shit that she needs and showing off her house and everything else. But she's got other kids and they're white presenting. And so my tinfoil hat conjecture is that those white presenting kids don't get her the big following that a mixed kid gets you. Right? I'm a mixed kid. I know I don't look it, I'm white presenting, but those other kids, I don't know. There's a lot of kids in my family too who are black presenting and white presenting. There's like, my family is such a crazy melting pot. And my mom is half, as you know, half Jamaican and half Native Indian. But I did my, you know, anyway, all that to say, it's how you present. So what she's doing is she's actually, in my opinion, this is super, it's not, I'm not trying to use the R word because I don't think so. I don't think she is. But it really, really, you know, using that kid for exploiting that child because of who she is really doesn't sit well with me, especially when you ignore your other children. Okay? So that being said, she's been called out a bunch of times for exploiting her child, which she absolutely does. And she's got a book coming out now and she's doing signings and we're seeing all that stuff and we're going to go look at that in a second. But this is what happened when she gets called out. She does, just watch her demeanor, her face and everything. Just watch.
Oh, my daughter's good.
I'm sure, God. Again, when you have to say the thing, everybody, not the thing. Your daughter's not good. We saw with our own eyeballs. Your daughter's not good. Your daughter doesn't want to be in camera. There's other videos of her trying to, and we'll go to the Reddit forum where she wants to sing. She doesn't want to be in the camera. She doesn't want to be there, and you force her to be there. Now, after you've seen the video of her in the mirror, everything you see with her on camera, and we'll see one in a second, it changes it. It changes now that you see what kind of happens behind the scenes, everything you see with her and Scarlett, it should change the way you see that. But anyway, listen to this.
She's good, and she loves doing videos. And if she doesn't, then we do what? Then we're like, okay, well, we just won't do them anymore. So I told her.
What's this? What are doing it? Are you a lizard? Why are you tasting the air? What's going on? Do you have mayonnaise on your face? What are you doing? So she just said, if she doesn't want to do them anymore,
because mommy will find another way to make money. Okay.
Are you sure you meant to say that out loud there, Tiania? Mommy will find another way to make money. So you just admitted to the entire world on this, I guess you're trying to clap back at your haters, that she is the way you make money. So she wants to stop doing that. You'll find another way to make money, you said. Oh, I'd like to see how you're going to do that. So not only is she, and again, I don't think she meant to say this, and she's so stupid, but thank you for saying it. She just admitted, Scarlett's the way I make money. And I challenge you, Tiania, if you don't want all the heat and smoke coming your way about what you're doing, get her off the internet for like 30 days. Just 30 days. And listen to and read the comments and watch your follower count drop. Because nobody's there to watch you and your silly hair. Okay, you look dumb. You're not, again, she's like an Alicia. She thinks she's a thing that she's not. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay? No. Like, I'm not genetic. I'm just saying, genetic, like on a biological level, no thanks. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Maybe it's the nails. But that is right. So that is the saying the quiet part out loud that she didn't mean to say. Oh, well, she doesn't want to do it anymore. I'll find another way. Well, it seems like your teenagers don't want to do it anymore. And there's a video of that, and we'll look at that in a second. Okay, so she's got these other kids, and they're white presenting. And people are like, well, why aren't they ever on the camera? So my only question is why she doesn't post her other kids, right? And I'm telling you, my tinfoil hat conjecture is because they're white presenting. And Scarlett gives her this extra boost of like, and it's almost gross to say, but because Scarlett is half, she's a mixed kid, awesome hair, and this woman is capitalizing on that. And not on her other boys. I mean, it's probably because they're teenagers, and like any teenagers, they probably have problems. But listen to her excuse here why she doesn't show her other boys. And it's going to be very telling.
I'm going to address this because I get asked this question a lot, and
they all do this fucking claw. I'd lick.
Actually,
you look like a giraffe with weird nails.
Frustrates me really.
Why does it frustrate you?
Bad, actually. So Scarlett is
No. Answer why it frustrates you. Why it frustrates people asking why you don't put your other kids on the camera. I'm glad you don't. But why does it frustrate you? Scarlett's 4.
Walker is 16. And Reese is 13. They don't want to be filmed on their mom and their sister's account.
Okay. Neither does Scarlett, and she has told you that multiple times with body language and words, but you still seem to film her. No. Let her continue, though.
Like, they're teenagers.
So
they have their own accounts. They don't want to be on here.
why do you talk like that? That's put on. I don't like it. It's fake, and your eyebrows are weird.
So I respect that, and I have to literally pay them to do a video, basically.
You respect that, do you? Well, you didn't respect it when Scarlett didn't want to be on camera, and when you came at her with the threatening violence, like hit, and she starts crying. So a lot of people were chiming in my comment section about that whole thing, and it was really, really, reason why it triggered me and so many other people is because as children, if our parents came at us in threatening ways, we would do everything, sorry. We would do everything to stop that from happening. That's why it was so triggering. And it's almost triggering now just to say it. But you remember, if you have an abusive parent or grew up in an abusive household, you knew that if you stepped 1 foot too far, you did something, and then you would get attacked for that thing. And then you would go into fight, flight, and protect mode, and you say sorry. So that sorry that she did there, that's why it triggered a lot of people. That's why it went viral, because this woman does not respect her kids' privacy or rights. Something the teenagers have caught on, and they're charging her $100 through TikToks because they don't want to be in her shit, because they know who those. If you're talking about whistleblower teenagers, this woman, her teenagers have a lot to say, and they will capitalize on it. You watch.
Walker's charge is $100.
Okay.
They don't want to be on here.
That's the video. So you respect your teenager's privacy, and again, I think she's a bullshit liar. To be honest with you, she's lying. Like she absolutely probably favors Scarlett in so many ways because Scarlett is her big cash money grab. That's all it is. That's what it is. Scarlett makes her money. Her teenage boys who are white presenting don't give her money. The end. Nobody wants to see them. They want to see Scarlett. Every single day they want to see Scarlett. Okay, so here's another one.
Hinge is amazing. The reason why I love Hinge so much is because I love African American men.
What is Hinge? No, not Hunger Games. Hinge, Google. Hinge. Download Hinge, the dating app designed to be deleted. What?
I love them. I love their swag. I love their confidence. Sorry. Anyways.
So if you want to question whether or not this kid is being used for money, I mean, abso-freaking-toodly-lootly she is. So she gets back from the cruise.
So we just got home from the cruise, and look what was in the mail.
Hey, I wonder why this woman's perpetually single all the time. Just runs through men like crazy. I wonder if it's your voice.
Oh.
There you go. Not only does she exploit her child on social media for massive amounts of money, but she's using her likeness on a children's book that was probably written and authored by somebody else. Just, hey, your kid's famous on TikTok. We're going to use her image and write a book and pay you for it. That's basically what happened. And then I said in the last video, I guarantee you she's going to take this girl out on signings. Okay? And lo and behold. And because she has to sign it too, obviously, because it's Tiania. So there you go. Not only forcing her kid to be a part of something that she doesn't want to be, but now she's out there signing autographs for strangers. This is parasocial relationships built up to last. These are parasocial relationships built in this girl. This girl has Tiania has this girl, not Scarlett. Tiania. So Scarlett has 6.1 million followers. Tia just runs the account. Okay, people, that's 6.1 million followers, of which are probably multiple hundreds of thousands of predators. Okay, let me see if I can find it. There's the book, which is probably cool because I'm sure she can't read or write. So I don't know how that got published. Probably had a ghostwriter. I don't understand how she pulls dudes because really, is she rich? Is she like, does she have like sugar babies? Is that how this works? Like she pays for people's lifestyles? Interesting, because she looks like a hot mess most of the time. So, okay, whatever you like, though, I guess. To each their own. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder or the money holder. Before I did my video, she blocked me. Says, hi, there's a video circulating of you forcing your daughter to perform for a camera. And then it shows what looks like you threatening her in the reflection of the mirror. Can you clarify what's going on and and why are you exploiting this child? Thank you, I said. Wasn't angry. I've changed my ways in the DMs. She says, I'm not exploiting my child. I didn't flip her off. I was pointing with my pointer finger for her to get up. Scarlett is living her best life. Again, stop projecting the thing that we can see is not true. You're living your best life by exploiting your child. She's not getting a normal childhood. She's not doing that. You're making her famous on the internet in front of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of predators. She doesn't get to choose that. You get to choose that for her. She doesn't necessarily want that. And it sounds like your teenagers didn't want to continue with that either. Because if you go back in her account, like I'm pretty sure if you go to the beginning of her account, you won't see any of those boys on here. Every day, multiple videos of this kid. What are you going to do when she goes to school? Are you going to let her go to school? That's a question. Are you going to let this kid go to school? It sounds like she should be in school now. So I don't know. Maybe she is in school, but it sounds like, yeah. Like, look at this. Look at the content. We're talking thousands of videos from the point that this kid was birthed. I don't see any of her other kids in here, right? So that's really, really telling. I mean, I'm scrolling pretty fast, but I'm like, I don't see, and if they are, they're probably in there for, they're not the thumbnail, right? As Scarlett is the thumbnail. Yeah, there's thousands of videos. Looks like I'm gonna have to use my 4K downloader and download every single one of these videos so that she doesn't delete. I'll do it right now. So yeah, there's just literally thousands upon thousands of videos of this child. And she thinks it's all about her. He's an idiot. So here's the other video that got a lot of people pissed off. So they're at a gas station. Of course, they're just at a gas station. Let's do a video at this gas station. She forces her kid to do this. I'm sorry. No kid is just like, yeah, let's do TikToks. I don't think so. Not especially if that's what you force them to do. So look. Look, the kid doesn't want to be there. Watch. Who is she looking at? And she just leaves. And then the mom's going to go whoop her ass after that. And she posts that stuff. She doesn't see any problem with that. Tiania sent my 13-year-old brother weight loss supplements when we hadn't ever met her before. She sent an underage boy that poison for what? I'm going to make a YouTube story time and start pulling it all together for the world. Tiania, keep playing and see who gets mad. What? Why did she send weight loss? Did she know he was 13? Yep, she knew he was 13. He was upset and crying that a stranger sent him weight loss supplements. He felt like his dad had been talking to her about his weight. What? What the hell? This is Tiania they know and love. You sure you want me to post your info, Marissa? Pics of your daughter, address, phone number, scorn, mommy, dearest, Angela's info? How about Granny Brenda? Keep playing and see who gets mad. So this woman is like, she plays the game online like most of these people do. Like they love the drama. They love the smoke. And shouldn't, because look at that. And here's another one. Can you show us her doing a split? And as a person without a picture, and she answers, she literally does splits everywhere. Here's a video. These parents have no fucking idea the danger that their children are in. This is very similar to a lot of the other channels we cover, and she's just as bad. So apparently is this Scarlett's dad? Wow, she's so beautiful and young now. We know why T tries to look young, act fake, loud. All these pictures are public in his FB, so it can be shared. Is this Scarlett's dad? Is that what we're seeing here? Okay. The thing that sucks for Scarlett is that Tiania, you exist on the internet where threads like this are going to try to find out who you really are and everything else. And so all of that girls and all the people in her circumference, like her family, they're all going to be put out there too. Imagine having nothing else to give the world except exploiting children. And that's what these people all do. Imagine you have nothing of substance. Go get a real job and protect your child, Tiania. You're a piece of shit. And I'm not done covering you. I'm going to download every one of your TikToks, and we're going to find out all the problematic shit you've done. And I guarantee you, it's probably vast. Okay? After seeing that little girl apologize and say sorry because you were coming into her, we all realize now that this girl probably needs more protection than she's getting. Okay? Your teenage sons probably know a lot too, and I hope that they're protected. Okay, I don't know her whole story. If someone knows her whole entire like backstory, please reach out to me. Let me know what you know. I'd love to hear some more. But Tiania, you are definitely on the DCP's target list. We're coming after you full force for everything that you do. Oh, I need you to finish reading those messages for you. Anyway, she says, I'm not exploiting my child. I didn't flip her off. I was pointing my pointer finger for her to get up, blah, blah, blah. I talked to the girl's father. Okay, so I'm an amazing mother, and this woman and her mother hate me and are doing everything they can to bring me down. I talked to the girl's father. So something's going on. I talked to the girl's father in 2019. Never met him because the ex-wife and daughter was crazy. So it sounds like she was trying to take someone's man or something. So she was talking to another dude that might have been married, possibly. Uh-oh. So she's probably trying to say that to mitigate. So if you know something, please tell me. And never met him because the ex-wife and daughter was so crazy. She's saying the daughter was crazy, by the way, and saying they were going to tell everyone I was talking to a deadbeat. I didn't even meet the man. That live was from September. The mother paid for it. Okay. Anyways, I'm on a Disney cruise with my family, and Scarlett is feeding off my energy, and she has not left my side because she could tell I'm upset. That's your fault, dumbass. I said, your daughter broke down in fear. That cannot be unseen. You are exploiting your daughter 100%. But I will read your comment on the show when I cover your stuff. And I didn't say you flipped her off. I see you pointing up. I said threatened because she broke down in fear. I guess read what I said before just copying and pasting the same answer to everyone who's reaching out to you. It's sad that you watched one video and are going off that. That's all I need to see. That's all I needed to see. And then all the other videos that we saw afterwards. If the one video shows who you are, then what do you want me to do? You want us to be like, oh, it was probably a one-off. No, that learned behavior of cringing and saying sorry from your mother and protecting yourself, that's not one-off. That's learned behavior due to what you do to her. Says, I don't know you, but I'll be getting to know your content real quick. Please do before jumping conclusions. Have an amazing day, heart. Bless your heart, Tiania. Your daughter deserves privacy, I said, and I give her that when she asks for it, she says. No, you don't, because we saw the video. And then I said, she's like, I didn't threaten her. I said, you did. Your body language is fully threatening. I have so many people that love me and know what kind of mother I am. Do you? Well, let's hear from them. Can we get a couple of those people out, please? Come on out. I'll let you come on my channel. Talk about what an amazing mom she is. I said, she reacted in a way that broke down. She said, telling a child to get up. You must not be a parent. I said, do you not know who I am? Like every family vlogger, and I'm not offended by this, but really? Every family vlogger knows who I am because I'm literally the person with the biggest platform against what they do. Anyway, I said, yeah, I'm a dad. I've adopted 2 kids. I have 4 kids, blah, blah, blah. I said, look at my channel, the Dad Challenge podcast. Enjoy. And then she blocked. That's when she blocked me right there. She found out who I was and blocked me. She says, then my video dropped and she says, I would like to discuss your video you put up about me. There's a lot of false accusations. Really? Yes, I should have not went live that day because we were in a rush. Okay. But it was for me to do a get ready with me on Amazon. I don't care about this Amazon shit that had been scheduled. That's your fault. You don't force your... See, that's the thing that she just said right there. She's like, well, she doesn't want to do it. She doesn't have to do it. No. You had a scheduled Amazon live that you had to do. And Scarlett has to do those with you because Scarlett's the talent. People are coming to watch Scarlett. So you're telling me these things that you book, you get paid for, you don't force her to do those? Yes, you do, because she's the reason people come. So now we know by you saying that you coerce her into doing those videos. And we saw what you did to her when she didn't want to be in there. So F off, you damned liar. Scarlett wasn't even supposed to be on the live, but she asked if she could, blah, blah, blah. She's being silly all the way up. She said all this shit. She was being silly all the way up. It was time to do her hair. When she went down in the chair, that's when I should have grabbed the phone and just turned it off. I made a mistake by fussing at her on live. You made threatening movements towards your daughter, not fussing. You can't diminish that. We saw it with our eyes. It wasn't about her being on camera. It was about her acting out. Honestly, it wasn't about her being on camera. It was about her acting out. She wasn't acting out. She was telling you she didn't want to be on camera. You call that acting out? When in all your other posts you say, if she doesn't want to be on camera, we won't put her on. So which one is it? She wasn't acting out. She just didn't want to be on the camera, and you call that acting out. So that is more evidence to me that you're a piece of shit because she's telling you no, and you consider that misbehaving. You hearing that? Everybody, you hearing that? Honestly, I hired a parenting coach to help with me with my parenting and Scarlett. Okay, but you're an amazing parent, though. Everybody around you says you're an amazing parent. If you're such an amazing parent, Tiania, why did you hire a parenting coach? Interesting. Yeah, dumbass. Yes, it's my fault because I've raised her and the boys alone and I've just done the best I can. You have not. You've not done the best you can. Stop saying this woman is the poster child for if you have to say the thing, you're not the thing. Yes, it's my fault, blah, blah, blah. I've raised them. I've done the best I can, but apparently it's not good enough. No, it's not good enough. You're a piece of shit for exploiting your children. I didn't go into being on TikTok thinking this is going to be a big whole corporation, but it is. And it's for memories. It was just another platform for me to post videos and pictures like I had. Oh my God. There it is. It's just another place to post memories. And it came $1 million venture. Years. Anyway, I never make Scarlett do anything she don't want to do. Stay in school, everybody. And yes, you do. I literally just saw your video where you made her do something she didn't want to do. And then you admit it, that you book these things that she has to be a part of. You put her in front of people to sign autographs. What if she didn't want to do that? What if you went to this place and everybody's coming to buy this book and all of a sudden Scarlett says, I don't want to do this anymore. You're really going to cut off the signing? Are you going to? No, you're not. You are going to force her to be there. You're a liar. And all these people taking advantage of this child, like this publisher, I'm going to reach out to this publisher too. And I'm going to reach out to the author, because you know I have a ghostwriter. And I'm going to reach out to all these people that are exploiting this child, and I'm going to ask their opinion. Why are you okay with taking advantage of this kid and making money off a kid who was exploited on the internet? How dare you? And I'm going to look at this publisher and look at their books. Don't buy their books. Anyway, I never make Scarlett do anything she didn't want to do, which is a lie. Your video made me really sad. Good. I hate seeing Scarlett's face like that all over the place. But again, it's my fault. Exactly. All you had to do is say is my fault. I'm going to get my kid off the internet. I'm going to protect her. Because she doesn't even mention the fact that there's 100,000 plus predators watching her kid and making parasocial relationships with this child, which she parades out into the world to sign autographs for and takes her around, lets her hug people at like theme parks and shit. Are you serious? You're not protecting your kid. And I've seen multiple videos where you're not. And anybody at any time. Have you remember that one TikTok singer that was like approached at her concert and was shot and killed? Remember Avamagerie in Florida when the guy came to the door and shot the door off with a shotgun? Okay, he found her. Your kid is a target. Your kid's a target. All these kids are targets. And again, I'll say it because I continue to have to say this. We're waiting for the rules to change. And the only way the rules are going to change is if one of these kids gets hurt or killed or otherwise. And I hope it doesn't ever happen. I really, really do. But it's going to happen. Okay, because it already really has happened. And so when you parade your daughter out to the world like that, something's going to happen someday. Because what are you going to do about it? You're a 50-year-old white lady with like probably rickety old knees. What are you going to do about it? Scarlett makes that crying face over everything, even when she don't like the shoes I'm wearing. Okay. But no one knows that, so it paints... No. I said, no. So I said, basically, you're dumb. You exploit her. Get lost. So again, she threw her daughter under the bus. Scarlett makes that face. What? She makes the, I'm sorry, everybody. She makes that face? Show me then. Show me another TikTok where she does it. Then we'll see. Then maybe I'll believe you. But we don't believe you. Because you're a piece of shit liar. You piece of shit liar. Ugh. This woman is gross. So... the thing is she's uneducated. She's just really has no idea what she's saying. She just says things to mitigate this disaster, but makes it worse by admitting things she shouldn't be admitting. I'm glad she does though, right? You know this little girl is forced to do all this shit. And it's really, really scary. So Scarlett says, I don't want to do this anymore. Are you really going to take her off? Because she's like, we'll make money somewhere else. And she admits that on camera, that's how she makes money. So tell me, Tiania, what you're going to do if Scarlett doesn't want to be on camera anymore. What is the other way you're going to make money? Tell me. If you take, and I made this promise to everybody, and I know you're new to my stuff there, Tiania. I know you're new to this, and I know you're watching this. If you take your videos down about your daughter, I will take my videos down about you. And if you continue on your own, congratulations. I hope it works for you. I really do, honestly. But start protecting your daughter more. Because it's one day, it's not going to end well. And it's going to be one of these kids that are out here being traipsed around, signing autographs, hugging strangers. One of them is going to get hurt. And I swear to God, I hope it's none of them. But one of them is going to do it. And it's the only way it's going to change this shit. Do better for your child. She's going to resent you like your teenage boys probably resent and hate you too. That's why you don't show them. They hate you. And that's teenagers. I get that. But there's something else going on with those teenage boys. Something big. And it's gross and she doesn't want to show you. Okay? And she knows that. And the thing is, she's perpetuating that with Scarlett too. And Scarlett, when she becomes of age, is also going to hate you because you're a self-centered piece of garbage. You are all about yourself, not about your children. You are about you, and we can see with our eyes. So get wrecked, piss off into the sun, a-hole. Everybody take a deep breath. What a moron this lady is. But if you know some stuff, please reach out to me. I'd like to hear it all. Okay? Shit's gonna hit the fan. Once her stuff goes viral and people start covering her, you're gonna see people come out of the woodwork, because there's no way a person like this doesn't have massive amount of enemies. Guarantee it. And like personal enemies, family, friends, ex-family friends. Everybody hates this woman in her life because she's a self-centered idiot that nobody wants to be around. Guarantee it. She's just selfish. Oozes it. Just oozes selfishness. But you don't. You're amazing, valuable, incredible. Don't you ever forget it. Forgive yourself if you need to. Don't fly flare. And I'll see you tomorrow.